When you've got two subs which are absolute meatheads, yeah, boosting the strength, boosting the power, boosting the endurance, and everything to do with that field, you're going to get the good gains. Now, obviously, they weren't found on them reasons, yeah, people found them for that whole section, but a little science man put it under the telescope and said, right, you're going to get a free flow bump, so you can now direct that extra free flow, that extra test, whatever you like, which is strength, power, endurance, if that's what you want, my guy.